So it was probably like 15 minutes from the time I left to I realized that I needed to get my dog. So when I got back to the house, I didn't see any police cars. Like I actually drove by first to see if there was any police cars. I didn't see any. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm going to just come around and just like grab my dog and leave. But it wasn't that easy because he was still in the house and he was still ramped up. I think he was pissed that I left because he likes to be the one that leaves. Like whenever we're arguing, he likes to leave. He doesn't like when I leave first. It's so stupid, y'all. When I got back into the house to try to gather my dog stuff because I knew I was going to take him wherever, so I needed his bowls, I needed his food, he started saying some crazy, wild stuff to me like that was so personal about my family, about me, about everything. So I went ballistic. At this point, he had my piece. I couldn't use that as like a intimidation tactic, but I was like, you know what? We do puzzles. We used to do puzzles together. And it was this one puzzle that he was really proud of because he finished most of it by himself. I took that puzzle and I flung it down the steps. Like literally like flung, it was puzzle pieces everywhere. I was so mad because I knew he cared about that puzzle. And he's like, F you, I'm about to leave. So in my mind, I'm like, no, you're not about to leave first. I'm about to leave first. I wanted to grab his attention to like get him to stay in the house so I could leave first. It was a mess. So what I do is I go upstairs because I knew that he was in the kitchen. So I went upstairs really quick. I got a candle. It was like this big candle. And I threw it at his vanity because we had separate vanity. Like actually, it wasn't even connected. It was literally like separate vanity. I threw it at his vanity. The vanity shattered. It made so much noise. All I could hear him is like running upstairs, like screaming, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You do this? You breaking property? Like literally screaming at the top of his lungs, like making it seem like I just did this because I felt like it. Like, no, you what? Give me my piece back. And I kept asking him for that. I literally was like, can I get my piece back? And when I threw the candle and broke the thing, I said, can I have my piece back now? I was losing my mind. Not even kidding. After I broke the sink, I'm not gonna lie, I think at that point I was just like mentally like, I can't believe I did that because I'm not someone that breaks stuff. So when I broke it, I was like, crap, I really broke the sink. I thought it was just gonna like, I don't know what I thought, but I didn't think it was gonna actually make a hole in the sink, y'all. I grabbed my dog and I get in the car and I race down to, it's like 30 minutes away to the dog sitter. Shout out to Tanya, the dog sitter that I have. I met her when my foot incident happened. Again, if you watch the videos, and she has been like my ride or die dog sitter ever since. I showed up there. I think I called her midway saying, hey, I'm coming down. Can I drop with y'all? She was like, yes. Full disclosure, she works with mental health. So I think she knew on the phone that like Tony was probably having a crisis. So let me just be available for her. I got back in the car. I'm still sweating. I'm crying. Like I'm just out of it. First I go on my phone and I'm looking up like the nearest hospitals, but I didn't want to go to the hospital like I went to in Florida. So I made sure that it was like a better hospital. So I found a hospital that was giving Lindsay Lohan 2010. So I drove to that hospital. I parked my car. I took all my stuff out. I didn't really bring much with me. When I went in, they sent me to the back immediately because unlike the other one in Florida, this hospital is specifically for people that have these issues. It's not attached to like another hospital. It's like this hospital is just for that. So that's what I did. I came in, they took all my stuff, but this time I read online that I can keep my phone. I wanted to talk to my mom and my sisters and my best friend during this whole ordeal. And I thought that I was going to be able to talk to them because I knew I was going to be there longer than 24 hours this time. I'm not stupid. Y'all, my phone had a crack in it. My phone had a crack in it. I had no idea that you can't have cracked phones in a mental hospital. Y'all, I was so salty. I thought that like, I'm looking at everybody everybody was on their phone and I was the only one without my phone. But if I'm being honest, that was a blessing in disguise. God knew that I was going to be in there calling him. If I'm being honest, I wanted to call him. Not like as soon as I got in there, but like probably like the next day I wanted to call him. So I'm really happy that I did not get access to my phone because I would have called him immediately. Are you kidding me? I was so stupid. I was still down bad. So at this point, he had no idea where I went. He didn't know where I put the dog at. He didn't know anything. When I checked into the hospital, this time they told me like straight up, hey, you're going to be here a minimum 7 days. I said, you know what? Cool. That was before I knew they were taking my phone. If I'm being honest, I'm going to go into a deep dive of what happened at that hospital. It's a little bit off from him. And it's more personal to me and what I went through to get me to this point today. But I'm so glad. And shout out to the people in that hospital because they really helped me out during that time. So love y'all. I'm definitely going to break down how exactly I went from going to the hospital to getting out the hospital as a new freaking person. I went in one way and I left out another way. Like literally, it was the best thing that happened to me.